Okay, I am here with Sean Smith, Sean Smith. He is a seventh grader at Sparing Middle School. Sean, who do you want to talk about today?
Marshall the Miracle Dog.
What about Marshall, the miracle dog?
Oh, he came to my school.
Okay, when did he come to your school?
On the 27th of February.
Okay, where? Where is your school?
And
What's it called?
it's called Sparing. It's in the South County.
Okay, Sparing Middle School. How is Sparing spelled?
Sperreng.
Why? Okay, why was Marshall at Sparing Middle School?
He came to inspire the children because he was a dog who aspired with only 3 legs, and he came from a really hard time, and he came to something greater.
Who does he live with now?
He lives with a woman. It didn't really specify, but someone who does care about him.
Okay, what kind of dog is Marshall?
A chocolate lab.
And how did he lose one of his legs?
Well, he was owned by an animal hoarder.
Ooh, okay.
Animal hoarders have good intentions, but they're horrible people.
Okay.
Don't laugh. It's not.
I know it just sounded funny. Sorry.
Okay, so he was one of the 75 dogs that were owned by this hoarder.
Oh.
And all of them tried to get food, and he was trying to get food once, and 2 other dogs bit off his leg.
Oh, that is terrible.
Yeah.
Okay, so Marshall was rescued from this home.
Yes, and so were all the other dogs.
Okay, so now what does Marshall do?
He just goes to schools, and he just kind of like goes up to the children, kind of lets them pet them, and it's a great story for children.
Why do you think it's a great story for children?
It's very inspiring.
Okay, because Marshall had like a lousy upbringing, and
Yeah.
and he's doing good now. Okay, how did some of the students at Sparing respond to Marshall's visit?
Well, I mean, it was a lot of like, "Aww," mostly, but you know, it wasn't that much.
Well, how did Marshall's visit affect you?
Well, I mean, I've seen other 3-legged dogs, but I mean, it was kind of a moving story.
Okay.
It went into much more depth. You can look up Marshall the Miracle Dog. He has a fantastic story, and there's going to be a movie coming out about him.
Really? So if I wanted more information about Marshall, the miracle dog, I could go online?
Yeah.
Okay, but really the point of this story is the fact that he came to your school.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know which group it was at school that brought Marshall in? And if so, which group was it?
What do you mean group?
Like, was it a service group, or was it just the principal that arranged this visit, or do you know?
It was Dr. Eggers, the principal, who arranged this. The owner of Marshall the Miracle Dog wrote a book about Marshall.
Oh, there's a book out.
Yes, and she just came in and shared a lot about Marshall's story.
Okay. Did it make you want to buy the book?
Honestly, not really.
Well, is it a children's book?
Yes, it's like, for toddlers.
Okay, so she was there helping to promote the book about Marshall, the miracle dog.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me some more about Marshall. What were some of his reactions when the kids were coming up and petting him and giving him attention?
Well, the lady who owns him told us that 3 months ago, because it happened very recently, that 3 months ago when he was rescued, he wasn't the same dog as he is now, because right now, what she did was she let him off his leash, and we would all be in the gym on the bleachers and stuff. And so, since the school is very, the school is very crowded, some of the kids would have to sit on the floor in the front. So she'd let Marshall off the leash, and Marshall would kind of like limp over.
Oh.
And like you could still see his stub moving, like as if his arm was still there, and he would just go up to the children on the side and just like lick them and just try to get attention. It was really cute.
That's really cute. Okay, anything else you'd like to say about Marshall? What did you feel about his visit? Do you feel like his visit was successful?
I think it was. they came back for. They're gonna come back for the 6th graders.
Okay.
On Monday, and they're gonna go more into depth with it.
Okay.
And yeah, I think it was pretty good.
If you were going to say that Marshall had one specific message, that Marshall's visit had one specific message to relay to the students, what would you say that that message was?
Probably that even like horrible starts, you can aspire to great things.
Okay. What do you remember
Come
most?
back.
What do you remember most about Marshall's visit?
Well, probably when just when he came up to the kids and just kind of got attention from them, and like when the lady who owns him was kind of a bit weird.
What was her name?
I can't remember.
Okay.
But she was a bit weird, so she was singing at one point, and it was kind of funny. And then Marshall started howling along.
No, he did not.
Yeah, it was pretty cute.
Okay, now that seems like that seems like it would have been one of the highlights of the visit.
Well, it was.
Okay. All right. Well, Sean, thank you very much for this interview.